Okay, so a little demo of some options for Foxx-like phasers for getting a Brian May kind of 70s sound. I've only got two. I've got this one Foxx that was built in the 2000s, mid-2000s, which is this thing. This is similar to that used in the 70s, not the same, as lots of people will tell you. It's what I've got here. Going into that, I've got a Boss digital delay, which I've actually got a loop on, so it can play the same phrase over and over and I don't have to get my hands dirty. And originally, going into that sound, I've got the Brian May Friar Touring, just for a nice clean sound. That's not connected to anything now, so this pedal is just looping over and over again with the same phrase. So, if I turn the amps on, start to fade the delay in, and you will hear time-honoured phrase. Okay, so this is the clean Red Special into touring without any sort of Foxx or phaser at all. What you're hearing is just the clean, unaffected sound, apart from a bit of treble boost, obviously. What I'm going to do is add in the modern Foxx Phaser on about the slowest setting. So what I've done is I've put the side controls onto the slowest, and then I have the foot treadle about a centimetre up from its absolute base. That I find gives you a sort of slow, maybe we'll rock you type phase speed. Your mileage may vary. So to turn this on, it's a very noisy operation, and you'll hear a loud clunk and then it'll start phasing. Okay, so what we've got there is the Foxx on it, pretty much its slowest setting, lifted up slightly to make it slower, faster, not sure, and with the depth control all the way up. If I'll turn the depth control to about 12 o'clock, and you'll hear the difference. It's depth at about 12 o'clock. Depth doesn't have a lot of change at this speed level, but I'll put the depth to 0. Depth is at 0 now. If I just sweep that back to full, you'll hear more gain, kind of more phasiness. And I think it's maybe that sort of extra gain or extra phase that makes the phaser, the Foxx Phaser, sort of lost in a band scenario. It sounds great on its own. If you try and play it with a bass player and a drummer and all the rest of it, you almost can't hear the guitar until you unplug the phaser. But anyway, so a bit of Foxx just to play us out, and I'll change over. Okay, so going to change to the eBay Foxx Phaser, which is this one, because it's a much smaller package. Doesn't have space for a battery, annoyingly, but you can use something like this to get 9 volts in there, or you can use an AC adapter. I did have one, but it was producing some kind of whistle sounds, so I went with this, which gets you a lot cleaner sound. 2 simple controls. 3 simple controls, I should say, and I'll let you hear the difference and then we'll play around with it. So, old phaser first. Okay, going to switch to the Foxx. And I'll fade that one back up. On at the moment. This is the clean sound. Here it is with phase. I'll turn the phase on in just a sec. That's with phase. Okay, so to me that sounds more pleasurable than the Foxx reissue. Foxx reissue being the larger unit, this is a much newer thing. Just to explain the controls on it, it's got a blue LED, which I absolutely love. I'm not sure how much it's going to use up one of these things, but it looks great. Nice solid enclosure, 1950A, I think it's called. Solid switch on the top, so you can turn the effect on and off, and to crunch the treadle. There's no treadle on this one. You sort of don't really need it if you're not looking to apply phase kind of wah-wah style with your foot. You've got a range control on the left, which basically adjusts the speed range that you're at. So you've got reasonably slow speeds to the left and then slightly faster to the right. To get a really slow phase like the one I would like to use, I have the range stuck on slow on here. So it's all the way to the left. You hear it speeds up if you go to the right. So you want it on the left, and then you want this speed all the way down. That gets you the slowest speed going. And then with the feedback knob, you're basically controlling something a bit like that depth control on the other Foxx. Does it behave in exactly the same way? I'm not sure, but it seems to again be a kind of control between dry and wet, and possibly a bit of gain, perhaps a few controls mixed together. So I'll just play around with that and you'll hear the difference. Still very phasey at that minimum level. Perhaps you want something a bit more like the Brian May live tone, which is a bit more sort of aggressive. You maybe turn the feedback up. Okay, so you can really hear it on that maximum feedback. You can even hear it in the noise. It's very phasey, but it's still quite usable. I've not been able to try it with a band yet, but maybe one of you could. It's a very nice little phaser, costs about £120, really well made. The only thing I would change about it would be if we could get, like you have on the touring boosters, you have this little battery box that pops out. I think it's called a bulging battery box, which is just really great because you don't have to unscrew anything. You can just change batteries at a whim. If it was made a little bit bigger, I think, and had that housing in it, it'd be a fantastic phaser and great for Brian May sounds. That's it. Thanks very much.